Hello and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. Here, we will discuss XRP. I've decided to limit myself to a single XRP video for today. I'm quite busy at the moment. I need to get everything done by Friday. But in this video, we'll be covering some additional ground as well. This is how the XRP community answers Congress's questioning of SEC Chair Gensler, then. As a result, many in the crypto industry doubt Gensler's objectives and trust within us because he refused to say whether Ethereum is a commodity or a security. According to XRP Ledger Project's founder Kaj Leroy, the grilling is extremely bullish for Ripple, implying that Gensler may lack the resources to successfully defend against the case while also fighting Congress. Others were just as critical, such attorney Bill Morgan, who brought up the fact that Ethereum has been trading for 9 years and now has a daily trading volume of over $9 billion. But Gensler still won't comment on the company's future in the open. That is an absurd claim. Meanwhile, John Deaton, the representative for the XRP holders, implied that the hearing had dispelled any lingering suspicions about Gensler's true intentions. That's why, right? For fear of upsetting his real managers, I believe he avoided answering many of those questions outright. A few powerful politicians in Washington and the large banks. That's why he should have avoided everything in the first place. All of his other arguments would have been dismissed as well if he had argued that Ethereum is not a security. That's why he should have avoided labeling it a commodity or security. The XRP community has been vocal in its disapproval of the SEC's treatment of Ripple, with many members maintaining that the agency has unfairly singled out the business. The legal struggle is far from finished, but recent events have shown that the XRP community is coming together to support Ripple and fight back against what they regard as aggressive enforcement by the SEC. When the government put the SEC in charge of cryptocurrency, I felt like they were passing the buck. The majority of politicians undoubtedly felt, I don't want to bother with crypto, let the SEC deal with it, at some point. However, some unorthodox lawmakers, like Elizabeth Warren, eventually joined the movement. The pop diva allegedly turned down a $100 million proposal from the bankrupt cryptocurrency startup. Taylor Swift had suspicions about FTX before it crashed. When even Taylor Swift realizes things are falling apart and there are issues, you know things are awful. Gary Gensler, though, was oblivious. Apparently, Taylor Swift saw the problems ahead for the defunct cryptocurrency exchange FTX. During negotiations with the now-defunct corporation last November, only Swift, a 12-time Grammy winner, did her research before signing on the dotted line, as revealed by attorney Adam Moskowitz. I really admire Taylor Swift for saying that. She made the proper choice by declining the money, in my opinion. She was concerned about making sure everything was above board, you know. That's fantastic. Stuart Alderoni claims that the SEC's crackdown on Ripple's international expansion is to blame. I was unable to follow yesterday's riveting testimony at the Gensler hearing. I'm in London to work on expanding our business with my colleagues. From across the pond, the SEC seems very incompetent. This is because governments in other nations frequently change hands. They are quite effective at what they do. Our governmental processes are painfully slow. It also takes a long time for laws to be enacted. Since it seems like everything takes an eternity, all we said was that if they pushed out a CBDC, we wouldn't pass any laws in front of it. Drop in XRP value. Losses in 1 hour's time equal to a month's worth of gains. Despite speculation in the crypto world, the root cause of this widespread adjustment is yet unknown. Before the NEX trillion round of expansion, it has been suggested that the most greedy and latecomer investors should be weeded out. Some analysts think the market is speculating on upcoming events that might provide noteworthy information. I've seen XRP fall so many times it's not even funny. I've been holding B since before the litigation began, so it's nothing new. And if you own XRP, you know what's coming in the future. Those are the enormous green candles of joy that have suddenly appeared. And it's really just a question of when. I'm about to start playing this. Brad Sherman sent us this. And you'll get to hear his thoughts on the US dollar. You can almost chuckle at it. The method of payment we use is highly reliable. Our currency is second to none. The dollar is universally admired. It functions admirably as a medium of exchange, a unit of account, and a store of value. If you have Apple Pay, payments to us will be deducted directly from your bank account. It's not as excellent as what the crypto world claims they will give in a decade, but it's light years ahead of what the crypto world now delivers. I also have faith that dollar-based payment systems will improve over time. So, what exactly is the issue? We need a payment system that satisfies the needs of the millions of Americans, or at least the hundreds of thousands of Americans who want to engage in major illegal activity but it's damn hard to cheat on your taxes and damn hard to run a drug sales operation with the US dollar due to know your customer and anti-money laundering regulations. My God. We need to get moving in this direction to keep up with other countries. When it comes to producing and growing cocaine, Peru is well ahead of the rest of the world. The United States is lagging behind China in organ donation and transplantation. I mean, seriously, does this guy have any sense at all? First things first, most of the drug trade is conducted with hard currency. They don't routinely use cryptocurrency for drug transactions. Furthermore, he anticipates a time frame of decades before crypto can improve international financial transactions. He assumes the world is several years behind schedule. I hope he comes to his senses soon. Okay, I get it. You can see why they've been so hostile toward cryptography. Taxes were addressed. He's concerned that neither you nor I'm fully covering our tax obligations related to cryptocurrency. But he doesn't realize how much problems the US dollar is in. Every nation is now actively working to disengage from it. When the dollar eventually crashes, who is he going to blame? Crypto. Inflation will not go back to target of 2% for at least another 2 years, according to Fed official Justin. At least now they are not trying to pull any fast ones. And I anticipate a downward trend in inflation. In the long run, it will begin to rise, especially if the US currency continues to weaken. At some point, hyperinflation may emerge. At a time when the US cryptocurrency industry is looking into offshore options, Coinbase's announcement that it has secured a license to operate in Bermuda is timely. Now he adds that this could put them in future competition with Binance. However, these businesses are serious about leaving the United States, despite the widespread belief to the contrary. They are only making threats to get us to let them go. Elizabeth Warren wants to know what the CEO of Binance is going to do about the state of cryptocurrency trading capital. Therefore, she's continuing her enormous anti-crypto crusade by attacking Binance. If I were a pushover, I'd tell her to shove it and ignore her completely, since what's the point? For almost 2 years, she has advocated for crypto rules, but so yet, nothing has been done. Bitcoin, according to Senator Elizabeth Warren, can threaten our electricity grids and our climate. Who do you think will be duped by this? Those who get elected. Who else do you think will be fooled by this? Typical people in society. When those who aren't familiar with crypto hear a scenario like this, they automatically assume the worst. Bitcoin is a threat to our infrastructure because we are smarter than that. What's even better, though? She got it from Michael Saylor. According to her, Bitcoin mining is responsible for the same amount of pollution as an extra 3.5 million gas-powered cars and is driving up energy costs for millions of American families while rewarding crypto executives. A disturbing article from the New York Times. According to Michael Saylor, Bitcoin miners save millions of American households money on their electricity bills while also not contributing to pollution. The world's most secure computer network is powered by these data centers, which function on extra electricity that would otherwise be wasted. And I'm a very harsh critic of Michael Saylor myself, but I really like that. He handed it on to her freely. Tesla. In the first 3 months of 2023, we sold 0 Bitcoin. That's why, right? Why aren't Teslas selling? Because they anticipate a huge surge in Bitcoin prices in the near future. Simply said, you should wait for the outcome. Bitcoin will increase in value as the US dollar begins to decline in value. In my opinion, a huge surge in Bitcoin's value is possible by the year's end. Simply in Hong Kong, Bitcoin and crypto assets are considered property by the court. Taxes are something we're expected to pay, but the government has no idea what crypto is for. To add insult to injury, cryptocurrency isn't even being called a commodity. They don't want to call it what it is. Instead, they want to label it something ambiguous in order to continue collecting taxes from us. While the Saudis' hypocritical laundering of Russian oil to avoid sanctions is a far wider mechanism, the anti-crypto community is more likely to pay attention to this story. It would appear that Russia is establishing specialized entities to mine cryptocurrency and facilitate its international transfer. The country has announced its desire to form a new institution. Subsequently, it was established by employing digital assets for use in cross-border trade. Russia has recently shown signs of reviving its interest in crypto and international payments. Keep an eye on how quickly the US needs to progress. It's only a question of time. As part of its growth in the Americas, Ripple partner Regulators has introduced its worldwide payments service to the Canadian market. Thus, Regulators has now declared the availability of its international payment services in Canada. Furthermore, we can currently observe their expansion into a variety of different nations. Local currency accounts in over 12 currencies, a multi-currency wallet in 44 currencies, and payouts to 150 countries via its patented local payment network are just some of Regulators' core capabilities, and they are now available to Canadian businesses. Regulators is a multinational company that is gradually releasing its full line of products, which includes multi-currency card spend management and online payments. Even if Ripple itself isn't expanding, its partners almost certainly are, and at a rapid clip. There are already more than 100 nodes in Ripple's blockchain network. Today is October 10, 2017, in San Francisco. Using the full potential of blockchain technology, more than 100 financial institutions have joined Ripple's enterprise blockchain network RippleNet to finally transform global payments. We're talking about 2017 here. Since then, a lot has changed in the Ripple area. 2020 was a significant year, I recall. This year seems to be the pinnacle of rumor mill speculation about digital currencies issued by central banks. The situation with digital IDs was very similar. That was also the year that XRP speculation began to peak. The skyrocketing prices and increased speculation regarding buybacks began around that time. But, in all candor, Ripple has had significant development since then. It's 2023 now, and look at the state of the globe. Every nation is gearing up to launch its own CBDC. Time will tell, as they say. That's why I always encourage you to keep a positive outlook and exercise patience. XRP is about to go on a tremendous run, and it will surprise a lot of people when it does. The anti-cryptocurrency army, in my opinion, will also be taken aback by Bitcoin in 2018. Just hold out for the price to skyrocket. I believe they're acting as a roadblock, suppressing cryptocurrency values in an effort to discourage new investors from entering the market. They want them to be putting their money in banks, but I don't think that's going as well as they hoped. I know that more and more people are moving their money away from banks and into alternative investments like gold and silver, but I also know that many people will continue to pour into cryptocurrencies once the market begins to move significantly. But I'm going to end this video here. Please accept my gratitude for tuning in. Thanks to everyone who has seen my videos. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.